number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
She like got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You changed the name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. This will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
50. Check.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
With a handoff to Aaron
Typically,
Jones.
we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Their own 21-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, he gets this to Devontae Adams.
Rodgers pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Aaron Jones.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it. Good play. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
The 4-yard line.
On the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go with Jones. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens. Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Jones. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin the second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This is Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll go again to Jones. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Packers nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Tavon Austin, 74 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
At the 25-yard line.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Three yards to go on second down, and they've got three tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Jones, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
A give to Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 7 yards away, and the Packers have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On play action, now Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. Not much there, only a yard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
24 is the mark. Watch the run.
On play action, it's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Green Bay Packers. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
49-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
On play action, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. This is caught. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd, carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one.
for Green Bay.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Aaron Jones.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check right there. Check 43. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Get
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
First throw of overtime for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 40, check, 40. 88.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whippin' around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now on 1st down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
28-yard gain.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's third down. Third and long.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The give is to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now 3rd down and 6.
Rodgers now to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Aaron Jones.
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
And the ball carrier.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beam that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Rodgers.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minute.
Touchdown, Packers! Tavon Austin, 51 yards, and the Packers have taken the lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Packers 7, Packers 3. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Rodgers again now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rodgers to throw once more. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 13-year man puts it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
2-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Rodgers.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
We got 3. We got 3 for 50.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Touchdown, Packers! It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time, they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range, but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and... And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
12. Packers 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try. And create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, Rodgers. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Rashawn Gary, his 2nd sack of the night.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st down, Packers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. Back now at Lambeau. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The left side completion to Jones. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Green Bay.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have retaken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Ball carrier.
The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check. Lucky. Bang. Back to 50. Shit.
Here's Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
He was tackled.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Single. Yes. Who's on 85? Come on, baby. Let's get this. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 31's the mic. Squeeze, double.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. This is Jones, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again.
The 13-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game.